Hello there viewers, it's SuperGT here and welcome back to another track guide for Forza 5. This time we are doing the Prague full circuit. This was requested in my previous video by a few of you, and of course remember, if you want to see a track guide for a track of your choice, then comment in the comment section down below. So we're going to come around here onto the main straight. I'm going to go through a lap without pausing it to begin with. So to begin with, you can straight line this section, keep over to the left, go over the crest, brake before the bridge and get into the first apex here. The second apex is more important here. Get close to the second apex, use all the track width on the exit, and then you have a flat out section here. Eventually you'll bear around to the right here, you're going up a crest, keep to the right, go over the crest, now turn in. Get on the inside as much as you can, let the camber help you round, and move back over to the right hand side with the power. Brake very late here, keep to the right, but then eventually get in. Again, let the camber help you around. There's a brick wall on the inside which is your apex. Out to the right hand side, back to the left for the right hander. You can brake a bit on that brick paving on the middle of the track there. Use all the track width on the exit. This section is flat out, so you can go down there quite quickly. Brake just before you get to the railway track. Keep on the inside as much as you can here. And then on the exit, on the railway track again, don't have to use the full width of the track. Try and hit the second apex on this corner as close as you can. Again, use all the full track width before you go into the tunnel. Now get onto the far right hand side before you enter the left hander here. Try and get on the grey section there and onto the yellow hatching halfway round, and then use all of the full track width as much as you can with the power. Now you come into the very tricky section here, you just have to run the walls as close as you can. So get over to the right hand side, turn in before you go through the archway, get very close to the left hand wall, turn and get very close to that wall. Use the full track width there, and then back over these bumps. Make sure you go fully over the bump, otherwise your car will become unstable. Now the last corner, get as close as you can to the apex. The car will become very stable if you go very close to the apex and use all of the exit runoff. So that's a quick run through of the lap. Now we're going to go through a more detailed one. I'm going to pause it every now and then to show you specific points. Okay, so we're going to come up to the first corner again. I'm just going to pause it here. Okay, so here you can go pretty much just go straight across and you go over this crest. Now you can brake just as you go over the crest, but well before the bridge, and then get onto this apex here. The first of two apexes on the first corner. The second one is the most important one. So come out wider slightly again, but then on the second apex, try and get as close to the wall as you can to maximise your speed on the exit. Again, use all of the track width on the exit to maximise your speed onto this straight. And as we come around here on this crest, keep to the right hand side. Don't turn until after the crest, because your car will go light as you go over the crest. So wait till after. So turn in about here. This will be a better turning point than before. A lot of people make the mistake of turning in too early here. Get close to the inside wall. Now here you're going to see there's a change in the tarmac colour. That's pretty much what you're waiting to see before you accelerate. So wait until you see that, then accelerate out of the corner and make your way over to the right hand side. This is a tricky corner as well. A lot of people turn in too early here, so you can keep out to the right hand side until quite late to get a very late apex. The apex you'll see is this black brick wall on the inside, so you want to be getting close to that if you can. Now on the exit, again use the full power to go out to the right hand side, but get back to the left hand side, and you can see this brick paving about halfway across, so that's where you can brake and turn in just after this brick paving. Let the camber help you round, get close to the wall, use your power again to go out fully to the left. This section here is flat out, and then you're going to brake on this line or near to this line before you go into this corner. You're going to keep it close to the inside wall as you can. Be very patient here. You have to wait for the best time to accelerate. You don't have to go fully out to the right hand side on the exit here. I only go about to the centre here, which is on this railway tram track. Again, stay on the middle, but try and get as close to the first apex as you can. Another double apex corner here. Come out wide slightly onto the railway track, again halfway round. Try and get the second apex. I didn't manage there, but there's a lot of exit runoff there. so it goes quite wide before you go into the tunnel, so use all of that track width. Now coming up to this tricky double left-hander, you can see here the track widens out to the right hand side just before you turn left, so make sure you use all of that, exploit the track as much as you can, go out to that right hand side. Now this is your first apex. I wouldn't recommend going 4 wheels over this curb because it's adverse camber. Just try and get 2 wheels or get very close to it, and then on halfway around the corner you've got this yellow hatch markings on the floor, that's where you want to be driving over. Your second apex is quite early on this second part of the corner. Use all of the track width, it does open up quite nicely there before going narrow through this archway, but there's plenty of opportunity to accelerate quite early there. Now coming up to this very tricky final section, get over to the right hand side, turn in and brake, dab of the brakes just before the archway. This is going to let you carry a lot of speed through, get close to the wall on the left, just run it as close as you can basically, and then you're going to very quickly dab over to the right, get as close as you can to that wall. Obviously don't risk it too much, but that's how you get a very quick lap. Now these bumps are very dodgy, you make sure you want to go over the curb fully like I have there and here, so you don't go 2 wheels over because that will unsettle the car. Now go over to the right hand side for the final corner, brake just before the red and white tyre marks, and then your apex is pretty much dead centre there between those 2 curbs. The track does open up quite nicely on the exit, so you can use quite a lot of the width there, and then that's pretty much where you're going to come back out to the right hand side on that zebra crossing. That's where you want to be, back to the right hand side. So that's a quick run through of the Prague full circuit. So tell me which track you want to see next in the next guide, and also subscribe to my channel for more super racing game content. Follow my Twitter, it's in the description, and my Facebook page, they are both in the description. Thank you very much for watching guys, and I shall see you next time.